Hello and welcome to another update video about Link. Link has reacted exactly where it needed to. I only made an update about Link yesterday. I gave you a precise target for the price to show a reaction. Of course, you never know, but these are areas of interest, areas where with a higher probability we can expect a bounce, for example. And we're going to take a look at that here on the 1 hour chart in a minute. Before we do that, quickly, let's zoom out. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. You can see here the rally from the June low into the March high. For anybody who's new on the channel, I consider this as an impulse. And an impulse indicates that this is our trend direction, in this case to the upside, in 5 waves. Based on that, a pullback should follow, a corrective pullback, which I have labeled as a W, X, Y structure in one scenario. It's a W, X, and then Y, and then in the Y wave, A, B, C. It's also possible, and that might be even more simplified, and actually with the extent of that rally, we could say all of this is an A, all of this is a B and a C. Does it make a great difference? No, it's just important to understand that the current rally could simply be a B wave. I'm going to zoom in a minute. You won't see much here because the fips are in the way, but basically the idea was, okay, A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. That's currently still highly likely because we have only seen a 3-wave rally there to the local top at the moment at around 20 USD. What really counts is the yellow support region. So if we consider that the initial rally was a 5-wave impulse in what could be considered a wave 1, yeah, a 5-wave impulse in a wave 1, that's the first wave of an even larger 5-wave move, which could eventually take us to $90 or $100. That, you know, after these 5 waves, we're obviously looking for 3 waves down, and the support region is defined between $6.90 and $12.80. So this is the area that would really need to hold. It is just important that the bulls turn up before we break below $6.90. That's the key support. At the moment, we're holding that area, and it's possible that either it's forming a larger wave 2 or the wave 2 is already in. That is just noise because we won't really know until we form the first 5-wave move to the upside from the lows. I can tell you it's looking good, and I can tell you that the market is currently respecting all the relevant parameters and all the relevant support levels that I've provided. Again, below $6.90, we're heading into no man's land, and it might lead to invalidation. $6.90 is not the invalidation point though. That is down here around $4.95. Looking at the 1 hour time frame chart, if we follow the assumption that maybe, you know, a low might have already been struck in this wave 2 correction on the 13th of April, then we can say that, yeah, in that wave count, following that assumption, this move up might have been a wave 1, the 22nd of April high at around $16. Is it highly likely? Well, I think it is reasonable to assume that or follow that, and that's what I'm doing. However, I can't confirm it because it's only a 3-wave rally. Any 3-wave move to the upside could also be something different. It's not clearly indicating where the trend is going. Then a wave 2 pullback formed a higher low. Okay, that adds to the thesis of a bullish outlook. Then the 3rd wave, we had a breakout, even better. It even reached my target, the wave 3 ideal target. 3rd wave up, 1851. Expected a pullback from there happening. And I gave you a support area, and I said, okay, this is the standard support. Normally we say a wave 4 should get to 1626, in this case, the 38.2 retracement for a healthy wave 4. We have completed, however, a first ABC structure down. So I mentioned to you, yeah, I mean, technically speaking, the 4th wave here could have now bottomed, but it is just too shallow to be reliable, that 4th wave. So I prefer a larger wave 4, okay? I prefer a larger wave 4, and that could mean that we either extend the wave 4 to the downside, or that we form a larger, I mean, in the white count more directly. Okay, for example, this 5th wave could extend easily, okay? Or that we are forming here a larger ABC, but if that's the case, I would like to see the B wave extend a little bit higher, all right? I'd like to extend the B wave a little higher into the resistance area, which I've shared earlier today. It's between $17.89 and $18.75. And then from there, we form a more extended wave 4. It's just at the moment, even though I've given you this as an ABC structure and highlighted, yeah, I mean, technically the wave 4 could be done, but it just doesn't add up with the context, because this wave 4, it's first of all, it reached only the 23.6 fib level, which is really the bare minimum. And then considering the size of the wave 2, the wave 4 is a little bit too small. So I don't think the low is in yet, at least I don't have strong confirmation. I would have to take that perspective, however, that the low is in if there is a break above 1875, because that's the top of the resistance area. So for now, I'm expecting a continuation of the correction, but the market did give us a bounce where it needed to, which was here at $17.22. You might remember from yesterday's update, the 17.22 level was the 100% extension of the A wave, target for the C wave, and we've seen a bounce there. So what we never know is, okay, is the correction there over? But we normally expect a bit of a reaction, and that's happened. Now we'll see how substantial the reaction is. It's not very substantial. In fact, we already get quite a bit of downside pressure, so it might mean that this fifth wave, for example, extends further a little bit more. And if that's the case, 1626, I already gave you that, is the next key support. But looking at smaller time frames, we have here the next levels, for example, 1689 and 1669 as the next key micro support levels, still within an ongoing C of 4. So that means if we now break below yesterday's low, then I would see that as an extension of wave 5 of C of 4. If we go a little higher first and then come down, I would switch to purple. That's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.